All right. There's a lady named Sarah Rubiolo. I know her from Boulder. She's one of the people I helped to rescue. She wants to type ignorant shit at me. Well, like if you type enough ignorance at me, it'll make it true. If you type a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, does that give me the help that I need? How about you just need to love yourself? Does that give me the help that I need? No, it doesn't. When people type ignorant shit at me, I type at them that it's ignorant shit. Not to be an asshole, but to be honest. My dad, he got it in his head at some point that women pee out of the same hole that babies come out of. This is a dude who's got two kids of his own, two adults, actually. The guy still wanted to argue that. When I was 36 years old, he's still arguing that. What happened when I was 36 years old? Well, I went to go rescue a heroin addict named Natalie Bollinger at her request. And I've been through 4 years of hell for it. I'm not allowed to show the truth. Not in court. No officer will take a look at it. Anyway, there was one of these strangers sent me a she's asking me if I have a therapist. I don't need a therapist. I need a fucking lawyer. Now this person typed Alex O. Mensa. Called me twice this morning. I don't know what about. I don't know who they are. Let's see what he wants. Hello? Doesn't look like he answered, does it? The police knew that they fucked up when Natalie was killed. The police here in town, I'm sure that went through their fucking minds. Oh my God, that's the dude who was trying to tell me about his problems, and I told him, hey, you just need to man up. I'm pretty sure he was the first officer that Scott DaCosta let go, so he wasn't going to get in a bunch of fucking trouble for not doing his job. But I don't even know who that officer was. That part sucks. There's other officers, though, like Jared Hahn. Yeah. What he did while on duty in uniform. Same thing with Cody Selhorst. There is no excuse for these assholes turning off their goddamn body cameras. And then there's a situation with Star. Holy hell. What I should be doing today is posting up recordings of what happened down there at Ventus's and how screwed up the situation it is. I should be posting I think it's 5 or 6 calls with her husband. Yeah, that's right. She was supposed to help me, but it turned out she was lying to me. She was lying to Ventus. She was lying to her husband. She lied to her dad. She lied to Juan, the guy who came to help her. See, she was supposed to be coming to help me. Juan wasn't there to help me. He was there for Star. Ventus spent most of his time and attention on Star. Star was going to sit down and help me with stuff, and well, if she wasn't getting enough attention, she starts cutting on herself or she goes to the back room to cry. Well, that doesn't help me any. Matter of fact, that makes it worse for me. Now, not only do I not have your help, I don't have Ventus's help either. That's not to say she did nothing at all, because she did quite a bit. She did more than all of the rest of you combined in a 2-day period. In just 2 days, two days, she did more than every single other person combined. What she did was better than housing me up for an entire year. What she did in those 2 days was better than any of the rest of this bullshit. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
You sent me a message. I don't know who you are. My name is Sean.
Something like that. But you text me this shit. I felt bad about it. But I hope you're cool right now.
I'm not doing too hot. Really, but I'm glad for the music. That was a pretty decent thing to send me. Most of the people that end up in my spam list are people who are threatening to kill me. So it was nice to see something that wasn't people trying to kill me.
Nice meeting you too. I'm Alex. Well, I know you're Sean, alright? I'm here for you anytime you feel like talking to someone. Come with me. Okay?
Yes, sir. My phone doesn't work too good on the video chat like this, though. It gets all clicky and clingy.
Okay, I'm with my cousins.
Hey, cousin. So how'd you guys find out about me?
We're listening to music. But I'm about to go out to buy water, so I'll call you when I'm back, okay?
Yes, sir. Be safe, Alex. Scott DaCosta has done everything that he can to hide his crimes and the crimes of his officers, up to and including threatening, harassing, and intimidating the people that were trying to help me. Intimidating them into not allowing me the resources that I need. Using their children to do this. Scott DaCosta, you're a monster. Who does those things? So again, last night, more bullshit. Dual County Sheriff's Department can't investigate themselves. So they give me the number to the State Patrol. The State Patrol says that they don't police the police. I have to go to Dual County, who tells me that they can't investigate themselves. I have to call the Nebraska State Patrol. So I call the Nebraska State Patrol, who tells me they don't police the police. I got to call the Dual County Sheriff's Department. So I do that again. I call the Dual County Sheriff's Department, and they tell me they can't investigate themselves, that I need to call the Nebraska State Patrol. So I call the Nebraska State Patrol. They tell me they can't police the police. I have to go to the Dual County Sheriff's Department. I go to the Dual County Sheriff's Department. Are you seeing where this story is going? I'm not allowed to be frustrated, or I'm a monster, right? They're allowed to talk down to me. They're allowed to assault me. They're allowed to slander me. They're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want and call me mentally ill, and it makes it okay. I knew how tough of a battle this was going to be if I had to do it by myself, because I see how parents, how hard they have to fight when their kids are taken away. I see how much harder they have to fight when that kid is a special needs kid. But what happens when that kid becomes an adult? The police refuse to look at anything that doesn't fit their narrative. Big difference between a narrative and the truth. I told the truth. I saved the proof. But the cops didn't want to look at it. They still, to this day, refuse to look at it. Right now, my phone is dirty as shit. It doesn't hardly want to work. I got to clean it off. I need to take a shower. That's pretty important. I stink to high heaven. My clothes are filthy and I don't have access to a laundry machine, so I got to put on the same nasties. But the water makes me feel better. It helps take away some of the physical pain. It does nothing for the mental anguish. My entire life, I've been treated like a monster. No matter how good I was, it wasn't good enough. Meanwhile, you reward the actual monsters. The actual monsters got away because the police didn't want to get in trouble. Ted Bollinger, the rapist and drug dealer who stuck his penis in his own daughters, he gets to walk free because the police didn't want to do their jobs. And then they had to hide the fact that they didn't do their jobs. Who is a disabled person supposed to go to for help? How are they supposed to jump through all of these hoops when all of their money is taken away? How are they supposed to take care of themselves when all of their money is going to pay their predators for harming them? Who's out there, Walter? Good boy. Oh, you can hop up. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Scott DaCosta wanted to intimidate the people who are helping me. Miss you too, bud. Good boy. Good boy. Now, Scott DaCosta threatened the guy that I was staying with. Tried to intimidate him and he did a good job. Scott DaCosta went out of his way to make sure that if I came back to chapel, I would have no place to stay, no help, no internet, no nothing. Anything that doesn't fit their narrative that they were doing the right thing. No, they weren't. I was doing the right thing, and they were doing everything they could to suppress it. 4 years of abuse. 4 years of abuse. Now let's go to Sarah Rubiolo. We'll go all the way back to the beginning. It's going to take a while. There's a lot of stuff in here that's pretty gross. Like the cut on Anna's wrist. By the way, Anna's dead. She died 2 years ago. Anna died last year. All right, so we'll go to the messages before Natalie was killed. Let's see how far back. December 27th, 2017. This is from the day before Natalie disappeared. Let's see, December 27th, 2017. Oh, here's one from December 19th, 2017. Let's play this video. It's 6 minutes
where
long.
we could just love and be loved. That was before I met most of you. That's been my path ever since. That's all I want. Place where it's okay to love and be loved. Now, I didn't just go so far to imagine it. That's not good enough. Imagination is nothing without drive. I got these tools because I earned them. Because some of them I even pulled out of the garbage can and fixed myself. I got tools here that are prized possessions only because of the person they came from. Because I am sentimental. This chop saw right here. I got that from Gary Jepsen. This man can build anything. Anything that he can't build, you give him some information about it, and the man is an insane quantity of knowledge that is going to be gone soon. So don't waste your time. Go fucking learn something, Jesus. As far as my castle garden, I learned every part of how to build it. In order for me to be not scared all the time, I have to have a particular environment. But I've also worked towards that environment. There's so much dead beetle kill pine property that's cheap as shit with rocks on it. As long as there's access to water, I can build it. Even gimpy with a screwed up back. The reason for this is because I understand leverage and I understand preparation. It'll take me a lot longer. I mean, I work probably about 1/10 the pace that I would need to in order to get paid, but I can still do the work as long as I pace myself and take my dear sweet time, and I have the knowledge to do so. But what I want to do now, I've been trying to. I got disability because I got Asperger's, which took forever and a day. My family, people who have to go through it by themselves know exactly what I'm saying. You got to know every single time. When you got somebody in your corner, which I finally did, I had 8 people come together right after Virginia to make sure that this happened. They were all sick of it. All of them were sick of it. Matter of fact, one of my caseworkers even quit her job over it. So a
Tamara
place where it's
from
okay to
Region
be
1.
me, where it's okay to give and receive and just be good to each other. I got, I think, 2 more payments every 6 months of $2,200 coming in. I want that money to be put aside because there's got to be some Beetle Kill Pine property somewhere here. You know, if I can get just a few acres, I can start on that. If you show up, then we can do it together. If you show up, if you can help me get this property, I will help you build a tea house. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but a tea house it's more than adequate of a shelter for you to stay in long enough for you to build your own place on that property. And I'd like to split it up so that it is your property. For me, I'm always on somebody else's property, always. And because of that, I lose my stuff. Because I'm autistic and it's difficult to deal with me, I lose my stuff. When people are stressed out, it stresses me out. And then they're stressed out by me and I'm stressed out by them. And it destroys everything. I don't want to just have a castle for me. I want to build it with my friend. I don't want to be a lazy sucker and just buy it to get money and be happy-go-lucky. No, we've all earned this. We've all worked hard for this. And there are so many families of autistic children that share this very same dream as I do, which is, but they can't. None of them can work together. None of them have time to even meet each other. They're always jumping through the government's hoops. All the stuff that their children have to go through and these parents have to go through because you punish them for being autistic. The parents have to feel this too. Not just the parents, the whole community feels this. Well, you make excuses. I don't want to make excuses. I want to build a castle and the land. I'm not talking about brick and mortar. I'm talking about taking the land and terraforming it into the most efficient growth that we can have. A place where we can love and be loved, our own little private Eden. And I have been trying so hard for my entire life to have this. We can be good to each other. We can have this. But it has to be a we thing. I swear, I have been trying to explain this to you. I hope you watch these videos. The videos that other people posted, not the ones that I'm talking, because I know most of my words after all these years are not being heard. If they're being heard, it doesn't make any difference because I'm hearing your words and I keep jumping to your rescue and I keep jumping to help you, to show you that I care, and then the emptiness and the blankness and the occasional type words